This is one of the most important and complex civil engineering projects in Scotland for a generation, and as a civil engineer by training and background, it's a huge privilege to be able to take on such an important and complex project. And I do believe that trams, when they finally arrive, will transform the lives of people who live and work and travel in the city of Edinburgh.
Can you give me an idea of just how complex this project actually is?
This is a tremendously complex project, and I think it's fair to say that it's the most complex civil engineering project in Scotland for a generation. I think the level of complexity in its way is akin to the construction of the fourth crossing. It really is of that level of significance.
So what has changed under your leadership?
I think there's a couple of key things that I believe I should be focusing on. I think first and foremost is respect for the city. I believe that the project could show more respect for the city, particularly the impact that the construction works are having on the lives of people in the city. I think the other thing is very much focusing on continuing to focus on the future, the opportunities that the trams will bring and the changes that they'll make to the lives of people who have to travel in and through the city.
Of course, one of your challenges must be to improve the communication strategy, because that has been one of the things that this company has been lacking in the past.
I think that's fair criticism. I think that there has been an enormous challenge around giving people reliable and predictable information, and certainly one of my main focus areas is going to be to make sure that we're much more transparent about the information that we give out and that we keep people informed wherever we can. Now, the reality is, on a project of this complexity, things will change. And we can't avoid that, but what we must be able to do is to communicate those changes and the reasons behind those changes as quickly and as clearly as possible.
You've only been in this post for a few weeks, but I think you've actually been out and about and spoken to an awful lot of people in Edinburgh.
One of the things that I've made an absolute priority is to get out and meet as many people as possible, both supporters and critics, to find out what they really think about the project and how we're handling it. And I've learnt a huge amount from that, and I've brought the lessons from that back into the boardroom to make sure that the team here really understand the issues that we have, the perceptions that exist of both us as an organisation, how we're managing the project, and of trams in general. And I'll be using that information to form our communication strategy and our overall strategy going forward.